Jackie, remember, it was a year ago this month where theaters across the world really had to close down. But as you said, now the plan here in Philadelphia is to have these doors open once again by the end of this year and have folks in the seats at full capacity. But of course, the key is that's only if the virus, if the pandemic will allow it. It's hard to believe it's been a full year since audiences have filled theaters at the Kimmel Center campus. But the hope is that's all about to change in a matter of months.
Welcome to Hollywood!
The Kimmel Center announced today that starting in October, Broadway is back. 13 shows have been booked, and plans are in place for theaters to return to 100% capacity.
It's the way the events have been trending, and then following the lead of how the producers in New York are feeling. There's this, it's just become this sort of collective positive feeling that we can open in the fall.
Frances Egler, the Kimmel Center's senior director for programming and presentations, explains they need to plan these seasons years in advance. And so the bet is that by the time October comes, curtains can open safely.
So it's a matter of when we feel that that's going to be able to, we're going to be able to sell those tickets, taking the measures, following state and city guide and federal guidelines.
Egler said the Kimmel Center relies on ticket sales to keep the doors open, so operating at anything less than 100% capacity just isn't feasible. But safety is still key.
It's not just, oh, we're going to reopen and everything's going to be the same it was.
But specifics are limited, and Philly's watching how openings go on Broadway in New York first. Here, the theaters are looking at air filtration and HVAC systems, enhanced theater cleaning, and even wearing masks in seats.
It's definitely in the mix of the discussion of how things may happen.
Live long enough, you see them all.
For Nancy, an avid theater goer, she's missed live shows a lot, but she wants to be sure it's safe before she returns.
I think I'm more likely to participate if there was some spacing and not every seat was occupied.
But if the Kimmel Center has a shot at reopening this year, they want to be ready. And again, Hamilton slated to open on October 20th. Also wanted to know, Egler mentioned that really Broadway is the first step for hearing of performances coming back. We can expect probably in the next coming weeks announcements about the Philadelphia Orchestra, ballet, and more. But again, all of that depends on us being able to control the virus now today so we can get some of that reward potentially this fall. Live from the Kimmel Center, Danny Freeman, NBC10 News.